Greetings from Education 504 and 511, mentor teacher training, sorry. This is Dr. Benoit here at McNeese State University, and we're going to walk through Module 12 of our Evaluate, which is Part 4 of our 4-part portfolio for mentoring to improve content instruction. So we're going to click right here on our overview. And notice I will put the video right here when I finish recording it. And this is the final portion. So we have been, our part 1 was to analyze, where we diagnosed a particular area of growth for our mentee in regards to content instruction. Part 2 was develop, and this is where we came up with a coaching plan to support the mentee with an action plan, making sure that we were paying close attention to a very specific SMART goal. Then part 3 was implement, and this is where we were monitoring the progress, leveraging different resources and strategies to support them, and adjusting course as needed. And so finally, we are at the point where we are going to evaluate the effectiveness of that coaching plan. So we're just going to skip right on down to this assignment portion, where we want to discuss what we do at this point. We want to evaluate the success of our mentoring cycle by completing the following. Submit a written reflection, approximately 200 words, from the mentee you supported. The reflection should address the following questions. What is a specific skill or area in which your mentor has helped you improve? How do you know that you have improved in this skill or area? Which supports were most critical in meeting your needs as a new or resident teacher? What actions will you take to continue to improve your content instruction skills? Referring to your mentee's reflection, so now this is your turn, you're going to write. You address the following questions in your own written response, approximately 300 to 500 words. How well did your mentee meet the targeted content instruction goals? Identify strengths and gaps in the mentee's practice and justify your response by referencing specific examples from the artifacts that you provided in the implement section. What could you have done differently in your mentoring to achieve better results? This may include expanding on areas of strength. So it doesn't mean that you missed the mark entirely, but it might be something that you would expand on moving forward. And then lastly, what did you learn from this experience? How will you adjust your future mentoring based on these learnings? So your artifact to submit is the written mentee reflection and the written mentor reflection. Again, I've included the sample right here with a sample mentee and mentor reflection. So this is the full portfolio. To locate it, just scroll all the way down. You're going to go through all of the parts. Let me move this out of the way right here. Sorry. You're going to go through all 3 parts of the portfolio. And of course, at the very bottom, you're going through your artifacts, the artifacts here. And we're going to get to this evaluate portion. And that's going to be the mentee reflection and the mentor reflection provided for you right here. So this is a sample, again, of a full portfolio, just to give you an idea of what the expectations are. I'm going to go back to the main module so that you can see some of the resources that are provided for you in this module. So let's see, we are in 12, sorry. You do want to take time. It's about a 20-minute narrated lesson. And I'm talking to you about how to collaborate with stakeholders to support mentees. So these are some really good points that you would be probably very important to include in your evaluation of your coaching plan in the mentoring cycle. And also moving forward as you become a formal mentor, whether that's for your district, for your school, or for the university, or perhaps some other teacher preparation provider, this is key. This is going to be key to making sure that you're doing a good job in that role. There is a template to request the mentee reflection. You're welcome to use it. And then there's also the mentor reflection prompt template. So there are some templates provided for you. We have also, of course, given you the prompt, the rubric, and this is the checklist that you want to make sure You are checking in with this checklist pretty regularly. It's provided by LDOE, provides some really great guidance, and it specifically allows us to see some pitfalls that sometimes happens. So for example, with the evaluate portion of this, some of the common ones are, and of course I already went over this piece of it. It kind of breaks down paragraph by paragraph what it's looking for. But it also talks about some common pitfalls here. So I definitely would make sure that you read over those, make sure that you're addressing those, or not addressing them rather, that you don't fall into those pitfalls. Let's say it that way. And lastly, this is again, as I mentioned, part 4 of the 4-part portfolio. And the next one, number 13, will be the rough draft. So the week where you can submit for the rough draft. So happy mentoring. Please reach out if you have any questions, and we're here to help. Thanks.